top deux at the end, and especially given that whole snowball thing, you know, it's a little freaky, right? We did that, 24 hours. And fun to see some shows again, and some of the, you know, new, different ones, and just cool, you know, to see the same piece interpreted by a different company, so very fun. I think you guys get the one and only time I've ever seen the Shovel and Romance Run Crew Award. That was so fun, really smart, really sweet without being corny, and a great solution, especially, you know, you see the shovels at first, and you're like, well, there isn't really anything to shovel. And then, of course, for all the Rhonda and Dave clothes, and you're like, oh. It was sort of like the ninja thing earlier. It's like, why are they ninjas? Oh. So that was really fun, and I'm not sure if there were extra people being the run crew because of the silhouette. I you know, they were okay. There was a little, you know, writing, looking. Ooh, Aurora Borealis, looking, you know. So that was really, really fun. And also, I thought scenically, again, you know, neat to see the compare contrast. Really nice, simple structures, and I loved seeing in the Hope, Daniel seeing that doorway so that we saw you getting ready innocently, you didn't know, and nice, you know, pow, 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 who the hell are you? Kind of thing. And I also really appreciated, Hope, that I saw you see the whole house, even though there was just a doorway there. Like, I believed you were seeing the whole house. Like, I thought he came back here in his parents' house, and, you know, just little nice detailed things. It was great, and wonderful casting in the diminutive actor football, you know, wonderful there. Also wonderful things, gentlemen, in the slapstick. My God, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And the really, I don't know what that thing is. I don't know what to call that because I'm not an ice fisher. A tip up. That tip up, cue We're going to keep it clean. It's a PG house, right? Really, really great. I mean, the timing of everything was there. Was there somebody in there the whole show? Right. Extra ninja. What's your title? Are you a tip-up ninja guy? The fish. I hadn't remembered how much I loved the Rhonda Dave scene until I saw it again. Again, it's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 years since I did the show. So I was like, I saw you guys come on with the helmets. I was like, oh yeah, this one. And that was really great and really believable. The pissed offness, don't you, and the earnestness, like, come on, you still look at me. Not the sex, just the intimacy, like, let me into your heart, let me into your house. But keeping it real, and the strong reactions without getting into caricature or playing for the laughs, which is all really, it's so hard in this piece because it's so funny, and then we're all laughing, and there's the whole in crowd of people who know you, so really nice keeping it all together and not going with that instinct of wanting to push it a little bit more. I can make it funnier, I can ham it up. So that's great. And again, just so nice to end with a couple at the end after the regret of Pete, like, to have that wrap up there is so great. Yeah, pointillism. It's pointillism.
Yeah, that was beautiful work. That was great. Lovely scene work all the way around. And I loved seeing that the whole thing was clear for the aurora. That was a very nice effect. Nice. The physical comedy was great. I loved the believable conversational qualities and the believable arguments. I loved all that. I just thought it was working on all those levels. I love the transition idea. Yeah, I had the same reaction, like, oh, is this going to be a thing? Okay. And then it wasn't, it made complete sense. I like that a lot. Yeah. I liked it.
Nice job, guys. Nice job. Yeah, it's incredibly charming. It's an incredibly charming piece, and you guys executed it in the most charming of ways, and very surprisingly so. For someone who self-professes anyway, to know the play inside and out, I guess I was most surprised by my continual education about this piece. The scenic transitions are simple and beautiful. And it's really funny, and I'm not going to take anything away from the four couples, but I actually think those transitions actually speak to the heart of the show in the most perfect way. I think if John Cariani were here, I know without question he would echo that. I think the more I think about this play, I realize that love has so many different facets to it, and there's obviously there's romantic love, there's sexual love, and that is not missed when you pop up a flag like that. Like, I had a professor that used to say, "Play the sex." He was a dirty old man, but he, when in doubt, play the sex. People love that, and the sexual connotation of that flag going up for those two gentlemen is hysterical. It's hysterical. It's really very funny. But all the different facets of love, jealousy, and the play in its entirety really talks to all these different aspects, and in each one of the scenes, and in your case, actually, each one of the in-between scenes, and these transitions and scene changes have those qualities, and I think that's really important. The play really does focus on romantic love. It doesn't really get into the sexual, despite the amount of clothes you two took off. It doesn't. It's sweet. It stays inherently sweet, and it's not precious. And I don't think you guys executed it to be cute or precious. And you guys certainly weren't playing for the Taylor Swift audience. I mean, I don't. And you weren't getting that. You were getting nice, hearty laughs. You were getting, clearly. I hope you guys could feel it or hear it. A real invested audience in your show. And I think that's really lovely. The only advice I can really give you is I feel like as you guys continue to explore this, someone that continues to explore this play apparently continuously in his own life, it feels like there are moments in the play that you want to, you guys want to step on the gas a little bit in the scenes, but you're revving on and off during some certain sections. And this is an incredibly nitpicky thing, but you guys will, you'll engage with the other person, and you guys are connected, that's not the question. But you'll step on the gas a little bit, but you'll let off of it. You'll step on it, but I kind of want you to go, I want you to drive a little further with it from time to time. That's probably just good advice scenically anyway, despite the play. There are moments where you guys would come together and you'd pull yourself back out of it, where you guys would, instead of staying locked in it. And this kind of goes back to a comment I said earlier about playing to win. Like, stay in this game, because the play is such a love letter to love itself, but it's a love letter to like acting and in theater classes. These are the type of scenes that you would do in a theater studio because they're so simple and you're just engaged in direct, objective, and tactics. So I would look at some of those moments. You guys were paraphrasing and ad-libbing. I caught you. I know authors and directors that will charge you for that sort of thing. But for somebody that knows the play, I know where you guys are coloring outside the lines. And I applaud some of it. I guess I applaud it if it works. If it gets you a laugh, it's great. If it doesn't and it just muddles the piece, then you got to be very careful with this. You guys know his stage directions. He's really clear about beats of action, and he's really clear about the length of them. And I think you guys can explore some of those even longer moments. I don't know what this times out for you guys, if you guys can buy yourself a little extra time, but from moment to moment. But It's charming. It's charming. On behalf of Dale and Karen and I, we realize it's terribly difficult and delicate work to stand before you guys and be able to share our perceptions of your guys' work. The whole festival has been really great. You guys have informed us, and you've charmed us, and you've entertained us all. So I think it's really been a great festival, and thank you very much for the honor of sharing the days with you guys.